Hey everyone, welcome to Finally Living. This is Susan. So we are back from vacation, and I just wanted to kind of go over my booklet from my surgery to kind of explain more what I was talking about in my last video with the kind of the steps that I have to take. Um, so here's kind of my stats with with what I was. My blood pressure was a little high, but I think that's because I was nervous, and they have me on this at 5'4", which, I mean, it's only an inch, but it makes a little bit of a difference, but not too bad. So let's see, where is the packet? There it is. Okay, so this is kind of my estimated timeline for preparing for surgery. As you can see, my first appointment was the 28th, and then I had to do labs, which I was talking about last time, where they're checking all kinds of stuff, but they specifically check nicotine and toxicology for any illicit drugs, and so I'm still waiting on those results, but I'm not even kind of worried about it. My starting weight was 298, and I have to lose 15 pounds by my surgery date, which is 6 months. I don't have the actual surgery date yet, but I shouldn't have an issue losing 15 pounds in 6 months. So once I have my results back, then I have to meet with the dietitian and the psychologist. From there, I have to have 6 visits with the dietitian. Depending on what the psychologist says, I'll have to have 6 visits, up to 6 visits with them as well. But I do have a pretty strong history of anxiety and depression, so we'll see how that goes. And then in that 6 months, I also have to have my weight checked 6 times. And then I have to have an endoscopy, a sleep study, and I have to see a cardiologist. So I don't have the dates for any of that yet, but this is just kind of a guide. And then from there, I'll have to have another nicotine and toxicology screen, and 2 pre-op appointments, and then I have to meet with an anesthesiologist and do some other pre-op lab work. And so yeah, that's kind of what that looks like. So I thought that was kind of cool that they gave you a little guide. And then, let's see, nutrition, there we go. So this is the diet, or I guess the lifestyle that I'll be starting tomorrow. It's a low-calorie meal plan, and it kind of goes over protein, vegetables, fruit, starch, milk, and fat. So I'm not very big on dairy at all. I have lactose intolerance, and sometimes I'm even so sensitive that cheese will really mess me up. So I will do Greek yogurt. Yogurts don't seem to really mess my stomach up, but yeah. So for the proteins, they have like beef and chicken, eggs, turkey, shellfish, like shrimp. So I'm not really too keen on eating meat, but you know, I've heard that your taste buds kind of change, so I've always had a pretty big aversion to meat, but something that my husband and I have been talking about for a long time is kind of switching to a plant-based diet, but that's not happened yet, so I'm just going to follow this for a bit. This is a 12 to 1,500 calorie per day meal plan, so I'm going to try and stick around 1,500, maybe eventually go down to 12, because I think after the surgery you're probably only at like 800 to 1,000 calories, at least initially. So I'm going to try and wean myself into that. My meal log that I did prior to my appointment, I was at like 3,500 calories for the day, so that was a little shocking to me. I mean, it explains a lot, but so today, before I go shopping tomorrow, I'm gonna clean out the cabinets. Normally I'd have the kids kind of help me do some stuff like that, but I feel that it's going to cause more stress and anxiety for everyone if I bring the kids in and have them help me. So that's going to be something that I do on my own. My husband's at work today, and he, he's okay with it too. As I mentioned before, he's on the more slender side. He used to be heavy, so he used to be about 300 pounds when we first started dating. So he kind of understands the need for all this, and so he's got a pretty bad sweet tooth, so I'm going to try and figure out a way to kind of incorporate some sweets, but maybe a little healthier. So we'll figure that out, but this is going to be kind of a family thing, and but I'm going to try and keep my husband more at 2,000 calories, and my son, who's 13, growing boy, I think 2,000 calories is pretty reasonable for him too, but I need to look up about how much an 8-year-old girl needs, so I'm going to try and really keep an eye on how much everyone's eating, and then also me and my son go to the gym, so I'm going to be recording that too. So the gym that we go to, there's no cameras allowed though, so I might have to be a little sneaky, but yeah, we'll see how all that goes. But so that's it for now. I'm gonna go clean out my cabinets, and I will show you my shame of me cleaning out my cabinets. So I'll see you soon.